Retire, I want to get my full benefits. I don't want half. All the stuff that I do, all the things that I have to do using my personal vehicle, my personal phone, all of that, I need all of my income, not just some of it. Welcome in, beautiful people. We're going to talk about the Social Security Fairness Act. This is a historical event, y'all, because Social Security has not been expanded since 20 years. So it's going to be benefiting a lot of people. So we're going to talk about who is going to be benefiting, how it works. And, everybody's not happy about this new expansion. So we're going to get into it now. President Biden just signed the Social Security Fairness Act. And let me tell you what that is. This Social Security Fairness Act, it helps certain people like public sector workers, government workers, firefighters, nurses, teachers, police officers. So we can think of this as for people who work for the government or for the federal government. So let's talk about it. So this act is helping public servant workers to get more money when they retire. And it's replacing the Windfall Elimination Provision Act. See, a long time ago, the windfall, we're just going to call it the windfall because it's a mouthful. So the Windfall Act, it limited the amount of Social Security the public sector workers would receive when they retire because they were paying into a pension. Let's break that down. So most of us, we either pay into Social Security or we pay into a pension. So most public servant workers, they pay into a pension. And so what the Windfall Act did was, if you're paying into a pension, they would limit how much money you would receive in Social Security retirement. They wanted to make sure you were not double dipping. So if you were paying into a pension, it kind of penalized you from getting more money from Social Security. And y'all let me know in the comment if you know of someone who's experiencing this. Under the old law, you would be penalized as to how much money you can draw from Social Security. So let's just think about that. A lot of people, when they retire from one job, they go and work another job. I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of police officers like that. They do 20 years on their public servant job. They paid into their pension for about 20 years and they go work another job. Now this job may be in the private sector and then they begin to pay into Social Security. They even may work two jobs. They may work their public servant job and then work a private sector job in which they pay into Social Security. But do you all know that you still get penalized if you have a pension? They don't even care. They don't even care that you paid into Social Security back under the old law, under that Windfall Elimination Act. And a lot of people are upset that these people are getting their full benefits now. I think it's a great thing, especially like with inflation, everything is so high now. I think it's awesome that these people are getting an increase. And these payments are going to be retroactive from January 24. So a lot of people are going to be getting back pay. Y'all let me know if you all are excited about that. Let me know if you think it's unfair, because a lot of people do think it's unfair. I don't. I think it's a great thing. It's a lot of people that were working two jobs. They were paying into a pension on their first job and paying into Social Security on their second job. I think it's unfair that they would be penalized just because they have a pension. Y'all already know that it's just not enough. We need two incomes. I have seen so many people that are not able to retire because they just don't have enough money to live. You all know that inflation is so high. Let's keep it real. We already know that public servant workers, they already don't make enough money. They are undervalued and underpaid. And I appreciate these workers because when I think about teachers and firefighters and police officers, they put themselves on the front line. They're doing some of the hardest jobs. Some of them risk their lives. I know teachers have to get money out of their own pocket just to make sure that their students have the resources that they need and the supplies that they need. So it's not like they're getting a whole lot of money. And you already see what's happening with the firefighters. It's firefighters right now going to California to help put out those fires. They are going there knowing that they may be hurt. Now, don't you all think that these people need their pension and their full Social Security? Y'all drop it in the comments. I do. And let's not even talk about social workers. I'm a social worker, and we don't get paid a whole lot of money. And we go out and deal with the most fragile people. We go out into the most unsafe neighborhoods. And you may say, well, didn't nobody tell you to be a social worker? The world needs people like social workers, firefighters, nurses, teachers. And I'm not even naming a lot of them. And it's amazing to me how people would not want this act to be passed. Nobody cares about the sacrifices that these people make. When there's a catastrophe or something that's going on that's affecting our lives, like tornadoes, hurricanes, the fires, the crime, we applaud these people. We applaud all of their efforts, but when everything is back to normal, everybody forgets what you've done. Nobody even think about the efforts that these people made, the sacrifices that they made, and that's very sad. But I am happy that President Biden signed this act. I think it's going to benefit a whole lot of people because it hurts my heart to see people work all their life. They put in 40 years, 50 years, and only get $1,500 a month to live on. They were penalizing these people. And it took the Senate 20 years to recognize that this need to be changed. So right now, Social Security, they are implementing plans as to when these payments will be made. And they state that you really don't have to do nothing. You may need to go on their website and make sure that your address is correct and your mailing information is correct. But that's all you need to do. I'm going to leave a link in the description as to how to go online and make sure all your information is right because you don't want to miss out on them payments, y'all. And I forgot to mention that the surviving spouse benefits, they were limited as well. So if you have a husband that worked a job and he was contributing into a pension, you were going to get penalized as well. You're not going to get your full benefits. So you would be penalized as well. And I don't think that that's fair because in today's time, nobody can really live off $1,500. We know that that's not a whole lot of money, right? So it saddens my heart to see some of these elderly people or retired people not able to get the benefits that they need. And y'all already know if you're receiving Social Security benefits in any form of capacity, you do not qualify for any other assistance. I know here in Alabama, if you're receiving any Social Security benefits or SSI payments, you're not going to get any food stamps. You're not going to qualify for it because you make too much money. They may give you $20 a month. If you're receiving any kind of income, it just penalizes you from receiving any type of government assistance. And let's just be real. Food prices are high. Everything has gone up. Now, these people, they're not asking for a handout. They worked hard. They put in work. They're not begging, but I think the government should have been done this, to be real. It took them 20 years to do this, y'all. But y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what you all think about this. I'm not going to be long-winded. I'm not a real expert on this. I just like to talk about things that I'm passionate about because I'm a social worker. And I will be retiring soon. And when I retire, I want to get my full benefits. I don't want half. All the stuff that I do, all the things that I have to do using my personal vehicle, my personal phone, all of that, I need all of my income, not just some of it. Don't slight me on that. Y'all let me know how y'all think about this. Do y'all have any loved ones, any friends or family members that's going through this? Are you all excited about it? Do y'all think it's not enough? Well, y'all get in the comments and let me know. I appreciate you all so much. I thank y'all for the super chats, the love. You all be blessed and make sure you always shine bright.